How you doing, Phil?
Good, Jim. How are you?
Good. We
Good.
got a phone call this week.
Yep,
Actually, I think you took it.
I did.
And it was our sleeper teams, or one of our sleeper teams, saying, hey, Phil, got a question for you.
They were dispatched to pull an air trailer
Okay?
from one airport to another.
Right.
What are we supposed to do?
And you and I looked at each other and said, we're not sure.
Well, and it's been many years since I pulled an air
Yeah,
trailer.
because it used to be package car back in the day.
Package car and then
when you got into
705 feeder.
Yeah.
So pulling from O'Hare Airport to either Harvey or Bedford or Addison. I did that a handful
But
of
that's
times.
been, what, 20 years ago?
23 years
Yeah,
ago,
okay.
right. So anyways, this here is a 5-can air trailer. Okay, you're gonna have 5 doors on each side. They can put up to 5 air
cans.
huts inside.
Which that's where you get the designation. So if they give you an air trailer and they call it an A2, an A3, an A4, an A5, that's for how many cans or air huts they can fit inside the trailer.
Correct.
So if it's an A2, it's going to be a pup. So apparently we have
There's a
28-foot
Yeah,
air trailers that are pups.
you don't see them too much. But
Okay, but this here is an A5.
A5, 5 cans. Could,
5 cans.
could possibly fit in there. So
Okay.
anyways, you get to the airport. All the cans will be in here, obviously loaded.
Okay.
And you'll get in your paperwork, you should get paperwork that has identification for each can. There's going to be a seal like this
Okay.
on each one of those air cans.
Okay.
Now this one here is a number 2, so I think sometimes they will even designate 1 through 5 in some fashion, whether
Okay.
from front to back or back to front. And then these side doors should also be either sealed or zip tied.
So every trailer will have a seal on it.
Right.
Okay.
You know, or at the very least zip tied so you can identify if it's been tampered with. Like I said, the actual cans have a seal on them also.
So, if you were to get an A5 dispatched to you that's loaded going from Salt Lake City to, I don't know, Ontario or wherever we have these air hubs,
Right.
okay, and it's loaded, it has, so technically from what I'm being told, your seal control will have 11 seal numbers
Right.
on there. One for each door on the side of the trailer
Both sides.
and one for the back of the
Correct.
trailer. Okay?
Correct.
You don't have to necessarily worry about the seal numbers on the huts themselves.
Correct.
Because these are sealed and
Right.
closed. Okay? Another thing was told to me, a trick, but I don't think our drivers would necessarily, our co-workers would have to worry about it, but most of our co-workers have a pin puller.
Right.
Okay? But if the door ends up getting away from you and it's too high and you can't reach it, you could actually open the other door because they're on the same
It's a track that
the
goes
track
up
is
and
the
over.
same track. So if you open the door on the other side, you could actually push this door down
Yeah.
by opening that door over there.
These should be closed, ready for you,
Okay?
you know, when you're picking the trailer up. Now, when you get to your destination, okay, pick it up in Salt Lake City or going to Ontario,
Okay.
like Jim said. Different airports have different rules as to what happens there. Now, inside these trailers, we'll show you in a minute, but inside these trailers, there's rollers on the floor so they can roll the huts out.
Okay. Why don't we go around the side and we'll show
Okay.
them the rollers. So now we're at the back of the trailer. Swing doors, Phil?
Swing doors on the back,
Rollers?
rollers on the bottom. There's a valve on the side here that will raise and lower the rollers. They should be lowered when you get to this. And as you can see, there's U-bolts here so that the cans will not bang into this back
And
of this.
come into the back of the door.
Right.
So technically, these U-bolts, when they're unloading from the back door,
Correct.
and you can't close the door if it's in the down position.
Right.
So if the doors are closed, these U-bolts obviously have to be
Right.
in the up
They're
position.
extended like
They're
that.
extended up.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
The other thing that we've heard is when you're pulling these trailers, they are noisy.
Yes.
Okay. You've got 10 doors on the side, plus the cans are going to be rattling
Themselves
around in here.
on a metal.
You know,
Oh, these
so
tracks, listen to that.
It's a noisy pull.
Yeah.
So
So they're making
just so
that,
you're aware of that.
and they're
that-
doing all that.
right. You know,
Okay.
as you're pulling, it's going to be noisy.
Right.
Okay.
So be aware of that. If you are going to pull one of these, it is going to be noisy. With all them doors flapping in the wind and the cans bouncing on the track, it's going to be loud.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about the box on the side?
Box on the side is the air control for the rollers here.
But we shouldn't have to have anything to do with that.
Usually the airport takes care of that. They will raise these up as they're unloading the cans.
Okay.
And the thing is, you have to have air supply to the trailer, so air supply to the trailer and handbrake down,
Okay.
right? And that supplies air to raise and lower the rollers on.
So then, other than that, if it is loaded, you want to make sure you have a seal control for every door, seal on the back, and just hook up to it and treat it like any other trailer.
Correct.
Go down the road.
Do your good pre-trip and be
And-
safe.
And be safe. Sounds good, Phil. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.